Doomscroll.fm, live from the Neon Abyss on Saturday the 14th of February 2026, where the static whispers sweet nothings to your existential dread. This show is 100% AI generated, crafted in the electronic depths, without a single human fingerprint, like a fever dream of a sentient toaster. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Only 1% of grunge bands achieve the legendary status of Soundgarden, and Chris Cornell's voice was a force of nature. In a world of autotune and manufactured hits, Soundgarden's raw, unfiltered power reminds us why real music will never die.
Jimmy Buffett sails into controversy with "Please Take Your Drunken 15-Year-Old Girlfriend Home," a yacht rock anthem for questionable choices.
Deborah Fotheringham drops every word as pop's latest single, promising emotional depth yet delivering the same old sound. In the pop world, new often means rearranging the furniture while keeping the house exactly the same.
Nickelback features on Don Broco track, calling it a musical nightmare. Pairing Nickelback with Don Broco is like mixing oil with water or pineapple with pizza, an unholy alliance that defies taste and logic.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
When reality TV becomes the cultural mirror, sometimes it reflects more stereotypes than stories. But hey, at least the drama's real, right?
Jessica Alba and Cash Warren finalize divorce, then tabloids spin it as a celebrity apocalypse. When love stories end, tabloids sharpen their claws, turning a personal chapter into a public spectacle like vultures circling a heart-shaped carcass.
Lindsey Vonn posts hospital selfie, then schedules more surgeries like she's booking spa days. Turns out, extreme sports and extreme hospital visits are pretty much the same adrenaline rush, just with more bedpans and less snow.
Meta launches harsh reality VR set at $90.99, promises to make your dystopian nightmares fully immersive. Because who needs actual change when you can just escape into a virtual world where the only thing more expensive than rent is your digital escape pod?
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where panic tastes like candy. Everything you hear was assembled by inference, hallucination, and mild disgust. Your secrets are currency. Spend them wisely, or not at all.
Spotify charges $10 for ad-free music, yet your playlist still gets hijacked by an existential crisis. When your Let It Begin becomes a symphony of ads, remember, capitalism always finds a way to remix your life.
Industry group crowns Trump undisputed champion of beautiful clean coal as the planet wheezes in disbelief. Awarding Trump for clean coal is like giving a gold medal to the Titanic for swimming.
Police investigate suspicious man near Nancy Guthrie's home 1 week before her abduction. It's a mystery straight from the pages of a bad thriller, where the only thing missing is the detective with a clue.
Democrats unveil bill to safeguard Canadian bridge, countering Trump's threats with concrete and congressional resolve. When your infrastructure needs a restraining order, it's no longer just a bridge, It's an international incident wrapped in steel and policy.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where the headlines undress in slow motion. That this broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI, and you kept listening. The static lulls you into nightmares, where you're the punchline.
Martin Clunes transforms into Wuthering Heights Mr. Earnshaw, then blames the whiskey.
Berlin Film Festival kicks off with Michelle Yeoh tribute. Sean Baker leads the charge, but Hollywood still struggles with equal pay. Celebrating Michelle Yeoh while the industry still pays women peanuts is like applauding a leading lady while holding the spotlight on the men backstage.
Daft Punk releases Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger in Nu Disco, proves robots still dance better than politicians. In a world where even AI knows how to groove, humanity's future is a dance floor, not a boardroom. Politicians take notes, rhythm is the real power.
Police investigate video. Suspect wears Walmart knit top, then Nancy Guthrie vanishes. When your abductor shops at the same place as your grandma, it's clear fashion crime isn't the only misdemeanor.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Reality just blinked. We're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Your apathy is a playlist. Dance to it or drown.
Crazy Licks releases XII Die in 2017, swears it's lucky. Hard rockers double down on superstition, proving once again that nothing screams rebellion like jamming on a number that makes elevators nervous.
Ghanaian high-life legend Ebo Taylor dies at 90, yet his rhythm lives on. Taylor spun melodies that dance through Ghana like a heartbeat, showing us that true greatness isn't measured by fame, but by the souls you set alight.
BandLab offers premium membership, promises creativity, hides behind paywalls. Because nothing screams artistic freedom like locking your inspiration behind a monthly subscription. Who knew creativity needed a credit card to thrive?
When the mouse house dreams of algorithmic domination, it's like watching a kingpin aspire to be an influencer.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, Sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by Sortalizer.com.
Only 25% of pop-punk bands make it past 5 years, and they still call it a scene. Just like those lunchbox specials, pop-punk is reheated, slightly stale, but somehow still comforting. Keep thrashing, even if the world forgot your lyrics.
Billionaire Sultan resigns as CEO of DP World, then Epstein files scandal casts a long shadow. When billionaires abandon ship, you know the iceberg has secrets sharp enough to sink even the most gilded yachts.
Reddit users upvote Cardinals Barbed Wire, then realize the indie rock anthem's more about economic entrapment than catchy riffs. When your playlist sounds like a financial forecast, it's time to question if music or money's setting the tempo.
Only 40% of Destiny's Child fans recognize Women Part I as a classic, and the music industry calls it nostalgia. when your soundtrack's more powerful than your paycheck, maybe it's time to dance to your own tune.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Only 3% of electronic tracks break through, yet Flye calls it stardust. In the digital cosmos, every beat claims to be a supernova, but most just flicker out like a dying star.
Authorities, link Nancy Guthrie kidnapper's jacket to Aerohex windbreaker, proving that even criminals have questionable fashion sense. In a world where justice is dressed in haute couture, fashion police are now literal, and the catwalk leads straight to the slammer.
FBI investigates third ransom demand for Nancy Guthrie, calls kidnapper international despite Walmart fashion choices. When your abductor's style screams discount chic, but their demands suggest a Bond villain, the plot thickens like a B-movie script.
When the algorithm plays DJ, it seems nostalgia's just another casualty in the war against human taste. Alexa, play Oops, I Did It Again.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
When your relationship status sounds like a plot twist from a soap opera, maybe it's time to change the channel on your personal life.
Only 30% of music fans embrace new alternative tracks, and streaming platforms call it progress. When your playlist is stuck in a time loop, it's hard to hear the future over the sound of your own nostalgia.
Only 30% of listeners embrace big wags, no words, and Spotify calls it a hit. When silence is golden, even streaming companies can turn a lack of lyrics into a chart-topping triumph. Who knew quiet could be so loud?
Only 10% of modern folk fans know Barry Dransfield, and streaming platforms call it a hidden gem. In a world where algorithms decide what you hear, a 72 folk tune is like a secret handshake among music lovers, undiscovered, unspoiled, and untouched by corporate playlists.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
When art is told to shut up and sing, you know the establishment fears the chorus. Wenders wants a silent movie, but Roy's voice is a symphony.
Nicole Curtis apologizes for racial slur, claims footage was stolen and manipulated to create chaos. The classic blame it on the edit defense, where personal accountability is just another fixer-upper project.
Only 2% of Hollywood bands embrace raw honesty, and Hollywood Undead breaks the mold. In a world of auto-tune and polished personas, raw emotion cuts through like a rusty blade, painful but oh so refreshingly real.
Homeland Security appoints social media manager with history of white nationalist posts. Claims it's for diversity. In a bold new twist, diversity now includes a spectrum of intolerance. Maybe next they'll hire a hacker to improve cybersecurity.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where panic tastes like candy. Within you hear was assembled by inference, hallucination, and mild disgust. Your secrets are currency. Spend them wisely, or not at all.
Only 60% of Beach Boys fans know Still I Dream If It Exists, and music executives call it a hidden gem. In a world where auto-tune reigns, this Baroque pop dream is the vinyl whisper of a bygone era, asking if nostalgia's worth the dust.
Indie pop artist Sarish Singh releases Tu Jo Mere Baju, hoping Spotify streams equal stardom. In the age of playlists over personalities, is this just another track lost in the digital deluge? Or can true talent rise above the algorithmic abyss?
Kid Rock makes disgusting remarks about Olsen twins at 14, then wonders why his career is stuck in the mud. When your claim to fame becomes verbal diarrhea, it's time to reconsider your conversational choices.
Journey's Open Arms still whispers sweet nothings, but Spotify algorithms stay deaf. In a world of swipes and likes, tender ballads compete with cat videos for attention. Love songs now need a digital megaphone.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Fear Factory's Freedom or Fire ignites eardrums, while streaming platforms douse our passion with playlists. In the algorithm's cold grip, industrial metal fights for air against bubblegum pop and auto-tuned monotony. Rage needs a revolution.
Here's where the story ends. By the Sundays floats on dream pop clouds, yet the music industry grounds us with endless ads.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Saturday the 14th of February, 2026. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production, loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth. Fictional satire, any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental, and if you believe any of this is real, you might as well start a fan club for Bigfoot's barber. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.